Some treasures are buried deep underground, others are simply forgotten. Our story begins here, in this old industrial warehouse whose doors haven't opened in the last 40 years. The air is heavy and damp. In the darkness, under a thick layer of dust, a silhouette emerges. The shape is unmistakable. This isn't just a car, it's a design icon. Touching the old, rotting tarp felt like time stood still. We slowly pulled back the cloth, and there it was, the first sign. Proudly sitting on the hood, yet faded by time, the Stuttgart crest. Before us stands a 1973 Porsche 911 Targa. Once Grand Prix white, now turned into a gray-green mass. It's in terrible condition, yet it still stands proud. Look at these details. The headlights are clouded, the glass cracked as if the car has gone blind. Its famous Targa roof, which once connected the driver to the sky, is now torn apart. The vinyl cover is rotted and moss is growing deep in the seams. The legendary Fuchs wheels, Porsche's calling card, have been eaten by corrosion. The aluminum is oxidized and black, and the tires have flattened into the ground. Through the glass, we see the interior, or rather, what's left of it. The leather is dried out and cracked, the steering wheel covered in a thick layer of mold. There is no sign of life here. The main question lies in the back. We struggle to open the engine lid. There it is, the air-cooled boxer engine. It's not just dirty, it's a disaster. The magnesium parts are disintegrating, and the oil has turned to sludge. Many would say this is the end, but for us, this is only the beginning. It's time to leave this place. For the first time in 40 years, the Porsche sees sunlight as we load it onto the trailer. Its wheels are seized, making the process difficult. The contrast is striking. Inside our sterile, brightly lit workshop, this car looks like an alien object. Filthy, tired, yet still proud. The golden rule of restoration. Before you build, you must destroy. And not just destroy, but catalog. Every bolt, every washer is labeled and bagged. This isn't chaos, it's organized disassembly. We start from the outside. Bumpers, lights, glass. As we strip these away, the car looks naked. Its true form becomes clearer, moving inside. The smell here is unbearable. We carefully remove the old leather seats. Underneath, we find rat nests and decades of debris. When the dashboard came out, an electrical nightmare was revealed. A spaghetti of old, brittle wires that all need replacing. Now for the main event, extracting the heart. We lift the car. The engine and transmission are one unit that must drop out from below. It's a risky moment, and there it is. The legendary engine, separated from the body, sits alone on a stand. It looks terrible, encased in oil and mud, but we know the potential hidden beneath that grime. Finally, we are left with just the bare chassis. No parts, no wiring, just metal. And here is the moment of truth. When we peeled back the old carpets, we saw the reality. Rust, deep, penetrating corrosion in the driver's floor pan. This means difficult metal work lies ahead. Now the real battle begins. Rust is like a cancer. If you don't cut it all out, it will return. We don't use body filler to patch holes. We cut out the damaged metal and weld in new panels. The sound of the welder is our new soundtrack. We completely replaced the driver's side floor pan. The new panel fit perfectly. The welds are dressed so smoothly, you can't tell them apart from factory work. Once the metalwork is done, the sculpting begins. We smooth the body with filler. This is the most tedious but essential stage. Sanding, sanding, and more sanding until the surface is mirror straight. Next step, primer. The car enters the booth and is covered in epoxy primer. This gray layer seals the metal and creates the perfect base for paint. Now the car is one color and every defect is visible. The big day. The car is masked off except for the areas to be painted. The paint booth is sterile. Even a single speck of dust is a disaster. We aren't inventing a new color. We respect history. We are returning it to its original shade, Grand Prix white, code 908, the same color it left the factory with in 1973. The painter begins. First coat. Second coat. The white paint covers the gray primer. It's a magical process. And finally, the clear coat. This gives the paint its depth and shine. When the clear hits the surface, the car looks wet and comes alive. Rolling out of the booth, the body is stunning. It's no longer rusty scrap, it is brand new. But it's not over. Polishing begins. We spend hours working the surface with compounds to achieve a reflection deep enough to see yourself in. While the paint dries, we return to the main challenge. Remember this? A mixture of oil and mud, the air-cooled flat-six engine. It's seized solid, it won't turn over. Porsche engines are unique. There isn't a single block. The case splits in half. When we cracked it open, we saw the damage. A scored crankshaft and spun bearings. We send the old parts for vapor blasting. The result is magical. 50 years of grime vanishes, leaving behind clean, factory-fresh aluminum and magnesium. The parts look brand new. The crankshaft has been polished to micron-level precision. It is the spine of the engine and must be perfectly balanced. The old cylinders went into the trash. In their place, we are installing brand new Mahol pistons and cylinders. These are the engine's jewelry. Look at the shine of that metal. Assembly requires surgical precision. We carefully slide the pistons into the cylinders. Every ring is checked by hand. This engine is like a musical instrument. The valve train, timing chains, hydraulic tensioners, everything must work in perfect sync. And now, the crown jewel. Instead of the old injection, we chose a classic setup, triple Weber carburetors. Not only do they sound better, but visually they are a work of art. The engine cooling shroud is painted in the factory yellow. The cooling fan is treated with a special magnesium coating. These details create that authentic Porsche look. Look at it. This is no longer scrap. This is mechanical perfection. A 2.4 liter air-cooled heart ready to beat again. The body is ready, the engine is ready. It's time to breathe soul into the interior. Remember that moldy cabin? It's history. Now, the scent of fresh leather and clean carpet fills the air. Every single gauge was disassembled, cleaned, and calibrated. When you turn the key, they come alive just as they did in 1973. The most crucial moment arrives, what mechanics call the marriage. The body is on the lift. The new engine approaches from below. Millimeter precision is required here. Not a single scratch on the fresh paint. And there it is, in its rightful place. This mechanical jewel sits perfectly inside the pristine white engine bay. Final touches. Those rusty wheels are gone. The car now stands on restored, classic Fuchs wheels, shod with brand new tires. And finally, the crown. A new, gleaming Stuttgart crest takes its place on the hood. The project is complete. 12 months, thousands of man-hours, countless obstacles. But look at it. This isn't just a car. It's a time machine. Its Targa roof is restored. New vinyl, polished silver bar. It is ready for open sky cruising. First start. The unique sound of an air-cooled engine. The first meters on the road. The car feels like it just left the factory. Tight, precise, and fast. We saved a piece of history. This Porsche will drive proudly for another 50 years. Thank you for joining us on this journey.